So Teofimo Lopez has a match coming up with Jermaine Ortiz. I know a lot of people are probably anticipating that. It's going to be that Thursday, going into Super Bowl weekend. I feel like it's definitely going to be a huge match for him. Jermaine Ortiz will still be a top 5, top 3 name on his resume. So that's definitely something that I would definitely accept as a challenge that Teofimo takes. But a lot of things that I've been seeing, a lot of people haven't been speaking on. So I kind of was waiting today to actually put this information together because I was doing a little research. Because sometimes when I get an idea in my mind as far as, oh, I think this is going to happen, or I feel like this is going to happen, or I see that things are leading towards this way. Because lately, when I've been making prediction on these things, it's actually been happening. I don't know if people even realize. I know a lot of people notice that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate people who like the videos and things like that, support, because a lot of this information is recycled information, but a lot of this information is stories that haven't been put together yet. So this is going to be one of those situations. I feel like with Teofimo Lopez going into this 2024 match with Jermaine Ortiz, it looks as if he's going to be making his last fight with Top Rank. As I know right now, this is his last fight with Top Rank. I haven't heard anything. I know recently Bob Arum has said that he was looking to do some matches with Teofimo later on in 2024, but he hasn't really been specific. He wasn't saying as far as this or that. What I have noticed though is Bob Arum has actually put together some big matches that Teofimo has not accepted as far as guys he wanted to face. And I know a lot of people probably say, well, you know, those probably weren't serious fights for him, or those other guys probably weren't gonna give him a chance in the ring anyway, so he kind of didn't really lose out on anything. Well, in my eyes, he kind of did lose out on some things, because it was a few things that Teofimo done wrong that he could have did right, but also he did just re-sign with those guys in 2021. So I feel like he definitely could have done a lot better job with trying to figure out what his next move was. But with Top Rank and other people in the stable, I feel like the roster for Bob Arum is kind of in a turnover right now. He's having a roster turnaround. If people haven't noticed, there's a lot of people on Top Rank that was there 2 years ago that's not there right now. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, he hasn't been at Top Rank that long. And for him to be one of the longest tenured guys there, like, Top Rank's not like these other guys. They don't let guys hang around 6-7 years. PBC a little more nicer about it than Top Rank is, even though they can be a little cutthroat sometimes. Like how they did Andre Berto and Robert Guerrero fight this weekend, or last weekend. When they had the David Morrell fight. You gotta realize, Top Rank would have never did nothing like that. They would have let you just go out and be like, hey, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. Basically, you know what I'm saying? So, with Teofimo Lopez, I'm thinking this might be his last match on Top Rank, just because, like, the things that they said. I know his dad said that the contract will be up in 2023. I think he was meaning, like, as far as it'll be ending towards 2023, but I think he was intending on a fight already being made or set up by the end of 2023, which it was technically already set up. So yeah, the contract did kind of end, but you know, not end yet. But as far as this last obligation, as far as his last fight in 2024, Teofimo said this will be the year that the contract ends, and he's going to be a free agent. and I think Shakur Stevenson also will be a free agent this year. I'm not too sure, but I think also Teofimo will be a free agent. So that's definitely, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo. So that's definitely something that I don't know when Shakur's contract will be up. I don't know if it'll be in the fall or summer or as soon as 2025 wintertime comes here. I don't know how many fights he has left on his contract. I'm not really sure. But I know with Teofimo, the information I have about Teofimo, this is his last fight, you know what I'm saying? Because his dad was saying last year how he had less than a year on his contract. So, and then when his dad saying the contract will be up 2023, then Teofimo said it'll be up 2024. And just a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Top Rank will actually let him be in a position where he feels like he's going to be calling the shots the next 5 to 10 years as far as like his own manager, his own promoter, own boss. That's kind of not the company where that happens at, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a place where that's actually going to happen. And Teofimo, he seems like he wants to do some stuff that other promotional companies are doing for fighters, but Top Rank just isn't one that does that for fighters right now. And he has to realize that, but I feel like he's on this path right now as far as he's trying to be a serious businessman, which all these guys are maturing. A lot of it, this is all allegedly too, but this is a lot of it is probably from his father's influence, which isn't a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? That's what got him this far, but at the same time, you know, it's just certain things that's going on right now. He's been being put in some tough fights. I think a lot of people are trying to make it seem as if Teofimo wants to take the tough fights, which he does, but he also isn't given much of a choice because if this is the end of his contract with Top Rank, look at the fights they're giving him to end them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're giving him some hard matches. Josh Taylor, Jermaine Ortiz, all the hard fights. I know people are going to say, well, it's not taking Ryan Garcia. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's giving him a hard fight without much reward. You know what I'm saying? High risk, high reward. You know, high risk, low reward. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't a low risk, high reward, or high risk, high reward. This is a low reward to most people because they're not going to give them full credit either way. I don't think many fans are making a big deal out of the fight with Jermaine Ortiz. I think over time they'll kind of get familiar and say, well, the Lomachenko fight with Jermaine Ortiz looked good, so it should be a good fight. Which most people will try to say, especially if you know a little bit of anything. But I feel like this definitely going to be the end for Teofimo. Whether he resigns or not, I don't know. It's a very good chance he can resign. Like, he does say a lot of things as far as he retires and then he back in the game. But I felt like the retirement thing had a lot to do with the business side of things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys. Ryan has done the same thing where he's kind of taking a mental break as far as, it wasn't a retirement, but it was basically the same thing Teofimo did. So a lot of things like that happen sometimes when you're dealing with business and personal stuff. A lot of those guys have had personal stuff and business happen. So with that being said and all that compressing to each other, and then with him not being happy with the contract, and then you have to also be you have to also realize what Teofimo has said to Shakur Stevenson recently about having to about trying to find somewhere else to sign to. He sent a little tweet out recently saying, I can't say much, but you might want to go find somewhere else, see where you can market yourself at and different places. I'm kind of mixing words, but that was kind of the message as far as see if you can find somewhere to market yourself, because basically he probably been hearing stuff through the grapevine or he's probably in a situation where he knows a little bit about himself. Teofimo knows that he will be a very sought after free agent if he was to come out with this fight with a victory. So if I was him, I'd be focused more on trying to get a solid win and try to go out on top, and then let the contract be up and different things like that, because he knows that his contract is soon to be up. So he's not really bringing it up much as far as the business end. He knows that. He was saying things last year. That's why he kept telling people last year, it was last year, that he wants 3 to 5 million. 3 to 5 years, $100 million fight deal. 3-year, $100 million, 5-year, $100 million, whatever one they can put together. And a lot of people kind of saying like, well, nah, not really. But he was serious though. You know what I'm saying? He has a contract coming up. So that's why he's saying that. He knows that in a while his contract's gonna be up. So he's definitely looking to try to put that into effect, because he feels like maybe a lot of people not paying attention to what he's bringing to the table as far as marketing. But I don't know. I feel like a couple of these moves that could be made could shake up the boxing world. He just has to be careful, man, because from what I've seen on the poster with him and Jermaine Ortiz, it kind of looks like because they're saying, you know, all right, I wanted to break this analogy down because I was looking at the poster. I want y'all see if I'm tripping or not. I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. But on the poster, if y'all look at the poster with Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez, they're saying something about, I think, the showman returns or whatever. And they're not really saying who the showman is, but you can probably tell they're probably insinuating Teofimo Lopez. And I'm not being funny when I say this. I'm being dead serious, because me personally, let's just say I'm putting myself in his shoes. Let's just say I'm Teofimo Lopez in this situation. If you look at the poster, they got Jermaine Ortiz looking like a magician, and they got Teofimo Lopez kind of look like a ringmaster. But when you look on the poster, already got a ringmaster. So I'm like, what's the things they have at a circus? They got lions. They got the people who swing. I think those like aerial people. I forgot what it's called. You know, they got different people like that. You know what I'm saying? They got the guys who juggle. Just all kind of different things. So I was like, yeah, they got all that in the circus. But the two things you don't see on the poster is, and I'm not being funny when I say the two things you don't see on the poster, is a magician and a clown. So I was like, you don't see no clowns and you don't see no magician. And I'm just throwing this out there, just, you know what I'm saying. I hope they ain't trying to insinuate on the poster that Teofimo is the clown and that Jermaine Ortiz is a magician and he gonna make him disappear. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like they got, the way they got Teofimo on the poster, it look like he's coming out the Looney Tunes WV or whatever logo, and it look like Jermaine Ortiz is just looking like Assassin's Creed or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he look like John Wick on there. So it's like, whoa. But I just thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm tripping. See if y'all see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this poster. Because I was like, they ain't got no clowns or no magicians out there. I was like, what are they trying to insinuate? Because, you know, it's some low-key beef going on in between them. As far as the talking that's been going on and stuff like that. And Teofimo Lopez, you know, he feels like he's counted out from the media, promotional companies, and different people in the boxing industry, the judges, the referees. But the crazy thing is when, and I know y'all hate when I say this, but I gotta say it, bro, because every time I turn around, they be bringing this dude's name up. I don't even be thinking about dude. They be bringing his name up. Every time Teofimo brought his name up. when Deontay Wilder had the same kind of excuses, Teofimo said, "Oh, he need to quit crying like a bee." You know what I'm saying? Called him a B word, bro. Said he was crying. So if I say the same thing about Teofimo in his situation, I would be inconsiderate. Or so at the end of the day, bro, you got to get these dudes the same energy they be getting everybody else. So at the end of the day, man, he trying to get out his contract, and he trying to fight through it. He thought retiring. He thought this was the NFL or something. He was gonna retire and come out of retirement. His contract gonna be gone magically, and that ain't how it works. So he got to fight through his fight obligations. I feel like on the poster they probably trying to insinuate that he's a clown, and Jermaine Ortiz gonna make him disappear like a magician. Because at the end of the day, they don't wish him good intentions all the way. So they don't wish him good intentions all the way. So that's definitely something that I feel like Teofimo gonna have to watch out for, bro. On that poster, I feel like they basically saying, this your last show you gonna put on, this over with. Because it's a hard fight. Not saying that they had the fight already set up for him to lose. I'm just saying, this ain't no easy fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the styles and stuff like that. Then Teofimo have already had issues with certain guys that know how to box a certain way, like Sandor Martin and Cambosis. So Jermaine Ortiz right along that line of guys who know how to place punches, and he knows how to place them just as well as Teofimo does. Teofimo got a lot of tricks up his sleeve when he does certain things, and uppercuts and different punches. Him and Jermaine Ortiz are some of the most magical guys when it comes to punching certain ways. They're just at another level. But I definitely feel like he's trying to get up out of there, man. I feel like he's at a level now where he's just matured at certain things. Guys just at a certain level now. Teofimo is the reason why they like. Teofimo is an example of why they want young rappers and young talent in boxing and entertainment, where there's music, athletes. The reason they like them young because they don't know the business side of things like that. Once you start to learn the business side of things and you start to become a hassle, they'll get you out the way. You see what they did to Terrence Crawford, and for some reason, that's why I say a lot of y'all guys, y'all, man, to be honest, y'all be treating Teofimo like he just like he's the top boxer in boxing. Because when Terrence Crawford was in that same position, I didn't hear people making the same excuses. But he got to realize that he's going to have to fight his way out of the contract just like everybody else. Terrence Crawford had to take people to court, certain things. So you got to be in the same position where you know you got to fight your way out of things. You know what I'm saying? People be having situations go on, and guys don't even be asking like, man, why? I wonder why he going through that. Oh, that can't happen to me, then it happen to them. Because the same type of stuff Deontay Wilder was talking about, Teofimo would want to talk about. He's like, and it's kind of like, bro, we already heard this before. You know what I'm saying? People, it's always like, people don't feel like it'll happen to them, so let me not bring it up until it happens to me. Then when it happens to me, I want to make a fuss about it, retire, get in a situation where I need to leave the company and fight for my career, and it's all on me. Bro, this happens to a lot of people. That's what I'm saying, like, but you still go through all that, and you still jump up and say, oh, well, yeah, I'm calling that person out. Oh, I want to fight this person. Like, you still trying to make fights while the business ain't good. So that's why I'm like, I stick to reporting when I want to report, because the information that I'm receiving ain't even coming back right. So I'm going to start making my guesses, because the last few guesses I've been making on this situation, especially when it came to Teofimo, I've been pretty correct. So I feel like he possibly going to re-sign with Top Rank, but right, he going to make a big fuss about it. He want to be courted by other companies to see what he can get. He looking for a fat check right now. He He's took a couple of losses on some finances, so he's looking at different options right now as far as long term, which I'm not mad at. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Teofimo, he willing to fight some guys. You know what I'm saying? He done fought some tough opponents, so he's definitely an option. He's entertainment, blockbuster, must see. I feel like he is pay-per-view, but he got to be in a certain situation where he's pay-per-view. I feel like right now, you know what I'm saying, he didn't give away too much free mixtapes, and now he trying to sell CDs and it just ain't working right now. So he gotta kind of rebrand himself almost. But I mean, he's still at a good point. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. I feel like a lot of these guys are trying to pressure themselves into being the it guy right now, when it's just like, it's gonna happen over time. You just gotta fight your way into that position. Because from what I'm seeing now, it's looking like his last fight, man. Because I'm looking at things. He's been complaining about business for the last year and a half. But he just signed with Bob in 2021. So all 2022, you was okay, kinda. No, not all time 2022. 2022, you start getting sour about the situation. Because Devin Haney and all the other guys start coming over, and you felt like they was getting a lot bigger treatment as far as, I guess he felt like they got the Loma fight too fast, and they got it a lot faster than what he got it, because he had to go through a lot of ropes, and he probably felt like, oh, they got the Cambosos. He got the Cambosos and the Loma Chico fight as soon as he came over, the first 3 fights. But you gotta realize he already had a belt though. So it wasn't like he wasn't coming over here for nothing. So Teofimo gotta understand that. And you gotta understand he got a chance to fight Devin Haney. I'm not one of the other fans. I already know what's going on. You ain't fight. Cambosos dead. It is what it is. You was in the same position. You could have picked Devin Haney instead of Cambosos. You picked Cambosos. That was the situation. You ended up without the belt. Devin Haney would have never been over there. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's mad about, oh, well, you know, I feel like they promoting the black fighter. He would have never been over there if he would have fought him and defeated him. They would have never, Top Rank would have never been able to push nothing if you would have fought him. You went over to Cambosos, lost the belts. Yeah, you know, I know. Bro was already calling you out. You lost the belts to Cambosos. And you felt like the judges got you then. Yeah, the judges got you then. Because you lost. You know what I'm saying, bro? You can't have a beat up face every fight and win. And then you'll turn around and be the same person and be like, well, that guy, his face is, bro, your face been beat up in a few fights. That last Josh Taylor fight, you had a black eye. Man, this dude be having black eyes and losses. That's why I be saying a lot of you guys be having black eyes and losses, man. Be feeling like they be getting robbed. They out of their mind. Teofimo one of them. He out of his mind. That Josh Taylor fight, he had a black eye and everything. Not saying he lost, I'm just saying. You got, man, your defense, you be getting beat down in these fights. You ain't helping yourself with your face looking like it does post-fight. I don't care what fighter it is. But this look like his last fight though. It's gonna be a hard fight. They're gonna test him. You know how Top Rank does, bro. They give you a hard fight before you get up out of there. They definitely give you a hard fight before you get out of there. I think that Sean Porter was the last fight. I feel like they are a little bit invested in Teofimo just because if he wins, so they're not gonna be like, they still gonna be trying to do business with him later on. Of course, like, they still gonna try to do business with him. They've invested into him a long time, so it's not like they just gonna be like, well, we're done with him, contract over with. They will be like that now. If you ain't heard Bob, I know how Bob. Well, I don't know how you get down, but I got a better idea than Teofimo and them do. Cause my next video gonna explain all that. I got a way better idea than Teofimo does right now about how Bob feels about certain fighters and the guys that's coming up, because a lot of these guys is not really on board with how the ship gonna operate from now on. Bob gonna start operating top rank like New England Patriots. You know how people be like, Bob, how Bill Belichick, it's no nonsense, the Patriot way. It's gonna be the top rank way in a minute. Because bro, he getting stuck. He putting guys in the transport portal like it's nobody's business. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell y'all in the next video. But Teofimo Lopez, he gotta get it together though. As far as what he's gonna be able to do, because he's still someone that's sought after, so he can't he's kind of done himself a disservice, because he's kind of stepped on the toes of the people who's kind of wanted to hire him and not hire him, but look at him as far as a future business obligation. But he's kind of said most of the guys who want to do business with him kind of said they suck at business, or they're not really good at it, or the platforms they're on are not really that good. So it's a lot of things you got to realize. Like Terrence Crawford, he hasn't really disrespected other companies before he's done business with them and different things like that. He hasn't really said anything. That's why he can go out here and still have open conversations with certain companies and things like that, because he has no ill will towards them or no past transgressions. But he definitely gotta change all that, bro, because right now he gonna leave a lot of money on the table as far as with top rank, because they're not in a position, I don't think, that they can kind of pay him the way that he feels like he should be paid. I feel like if he feels like he should get paid like that, it's just too much at this time right now. But I do feel like it was a good opportunity for him to get paid for the Ryan Garcia thing, but I feel like he did a great job turning that down, because they was gonna rob him on that, allegedly. But he wasn't. But Ryan Garcia them say, well, yeah, he was gonna get a lot of the gate and things like that. Well, top rank was probably gonna get a lot of the gate. I don't know what Teofimo was gonna get. I think he was feeling like, well, I'm not trying to share that money with so and so with top rank or someone. So what he's gonna try to do is he's gonna try to leave with that belt and go get a fight somewhere else and hope that he can kind of squeeze by with this win. But they're gonna try to they got Jermaine Ortiz to kind of stop all that. Jermaine Ortiz gonna be a hard fight, man. I don't know, this about as close as it gets, 50-50. But yeah, Teofimo has to figure out what's going to happen after this situation with top rank. I mean, he can actually shake up the boxing world with his next decision, especially with Shakur having some things coming up soon. Those two guys are two powerhouse names on top rank. So if they were to move, let's just say if they were to move to another company, that would be a huge shift in boxing. Do I see it happening all the way? It just all depends right now. Those two guys are solely focused on big fights and bigger money. I think they're getting to the point now where they want to kind of see the results of the things that they accomplished, as far as they want to see the results of bigger fights and better opponents. I mean, they're getting title fights, so it's not like they're not getting the things that they deserve or earn, because shoot, Teofimo just fought for a title and Shakur just fought for a title, and I think that was on the first fight of the first or second fight of the being in the division. So they getting chances that a lot of people aren't getting. So they definitely have to realize that going to other companies don't necessarily guarantee that you'll have an easier route of being a champion. So you got to realize that. And I know Teofimo, he loves being a champion. You know what I'm saying? He talks about the belt. Then he'll say, yeah, I want to get paid like that. But, well, sometimes, look. Sometimes you got to go fight somebody with a belt or without a belt. If you're talking about big money fights, sometimes everybody that's doing a big fight ain't got a belt. Most of the fights Tank's been in, he ain't have a belt. So it depends on what you're looking for. But most of these guys, they ain't got a belt like that, so just gotta put that in two and two, and you know, you gotta put those together, 2 and 2 together, man, because I know that this contract's coming up, but I just don't hear a lot about it because I don't think people understand that he can make a move. You know what I'm saying? People kind of scared to make a guess as far as what he's gonna do next, and I don't know what he's gonna do next, but I know what's going on now. And this some people's favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? I thought this information would have been out there already. I know he can deny it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, things change, you know what I'm saying? It might change in the future, but right now, this is what it is right now. But I feel like Teofimo's dad has been doing an excellent job doing certain things. Sometimes, you know, we don't agree with every move. Do I feel like Teofimo's getting a lot of opportunities on ESPN? Yes. Is he getting paid the way that he feels? No, he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not satisfied with it, so I can't really say that he should be satisfied with what he get paid with. Everybody's underpaid out here, so if you feel like you're underpaid, I can't really say nothing about that, especially another person. I can't say how much he values himself, but I just know at this point right now, he basically has to know that most of the guys that he's either talked about or made certain disagreements with or took personal shots at, they in the same position that he is, so he should be trying to look at them as far as, I'm pretty sure they got more information on the situation than he does. So he should be trying to look at them as far as for some kind of guidance as far as things to do, what to do and what not to do. So I feel like they should be looking towards his way as far as, Teofimo should be looking towards their way as far as learning some different things. But a lot of guys, they don't really do that. They'll wait till they get in the situation, then they'll be like, oh, I'm all alone, and different things like that. That's why I know he need to get educated on certain stuff, especially with his father standing right there. Talking about some, you got other guys in companies. Man, you got guys that been champions way longer than what y'all have, that haven't got fights and stuff like that, or opportunities that a lot of y'all have gotten. So a lot of things these guys are talking about, man, they sound like, to be honest with you, they sound like the people they complaining about. How they saying the people the people over there getting taken care of. Bro, at the end of the day, bro, you're getting the opportunity. Don't nobody owe y'all nothing. It's an opportunity. Just like how y'all don't feel like, oh, I don't owe this guy a fight, he hasn't earned this. They don't feel like you earned anything. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's the energy you putting out there. That's the energy you get. Oh, I don't feel like he deserved this. I don't feel like he deserved that. So, hey, they gonna say the same thing about you. Oh, I don't feel like he deserved this. Who said he earned this? But he definitely gonna have to tighten up soon, man. In my eyes, he gotta go out there and beat Jermaine Ortiz down, man, because Jermaine Ortiz gonna be coming out there fighting for his life. Jermaine Ortiz ain't never been champion before, so he's definitely looking to become a champion for the first time. He's definitely someone I feel like should be a champion. I definitely feel like this is a chance for him to his opportunity, you know what I'm saying? The stars might have lined up with him, right? He's still trying to get better, you know what I'm saying? sometimes it's a difference between a guy feeling like he made it and another guy feeling like he hasn't made it. So hopefully Teofimo put on his best performance, but because it's his last fight, possibly on Top Rank, so I definitely feel like he has to bring his all. But the thing as far as beefing with a promotional company on the way out, I don't know, man. You got to be putting on some kind of Terrence Crawford performances. You're gonna have to be able to stop guys, because Teofimo feel like, oh, I'm a guy. You're gonna have to be stopping guys. You're gonna be walking around talking like the way you're talking. I'm just being real. You're gonna have to start stopping some guys. You're gonna have to be stopping them every fight, to be honest. Because if you feel like you're the only one in position like that, nah, you're not. They been telling guys, they just told Deontay Wilder retire after going 12 rounds. So if people feel like you ain't good enough, that's just normal out here, bro. It is what it is. Everybody dealing with that right now. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.